One day before his sentencing, Sean Diddy Combs has made a desperate plea to the judge. In an emotional letter, the music mogul admits to his darkest mistakes, including physical abuse toward his ex-partner Cassandra "Cassie" Ventura, and begs for mercy. Prosecutors, meanwhile, are pushing for at least 11 years behind bars. So what's really going on in this high-profile case? Let's break it down. Sean Diddy Combs, one of the biggest names in hip-hop and entertainment, is no stranger to headlines. But this time, it isn't about music, fashion, or business. It's about the law. Earlier this year, Diddy faced federal charges that laid bare the darkest sides of his lifestyle. The trial painted a picture of extravagant parties, sex marathons, and the use of prostitutes and escorts. While he was acquitted on some counts, the jury found him guilty on others, leaving him to face a serious prison sentence. Now, just a day before the judge decides his fate, Diddy's last-minute letter of remorse has taken center stage. In that letter to the judge, Diddy strikes a tone of humility and regret. He admits, quote, "I have made many mistakes in my life. I am not proud of them. I am no longer running from them." He acknowledges the pain he's caused, even confessing to physically abusing Cassandra "Cassie" Ventura in the past. Diddy insists that he's a changed man, one who has reflected on his actions and is ready to accept responsibility. His words read less like a superstar's defense and more like a desperate plea for mercy, hoping the court will see his remorse before handing down its sentence. But while Diddy's words may show remorse, the court's findings were damning. Prosecutors revealed disturbing details of his lifestyle, accounts of sex marathons, the use of prostitutes, and even paying escorts to join his parties. The jury ultimately acquitted him of some charges, but found him guilty on others, enough to leave him facing a lengthy prison term. And this contrast between Diddy's image as a music mogul and the dark behavior described in court has shocked fans and fueled the intense debate around his future. One of the most striking parts of Diddy's letter is his direct admission of abuse toward Cassandra "Cassie" Ventura. He openly confessed to hitting, kicking, and even dragging her, calling it one of the lowest points of his life. For years, Cassie had spoken out about the violence she endured, and now Diddy himself has put those claims in writing. But here's the twist. Cassie has dismissed his apology, saying it doesn't erase the pain or the truth of what happened. And for the public, this admission doesn't just humanize Diddy, it cements the darker side of his legacy, making it even harder to separate the artist from the accusations that now define his case. While Diddy's apology takes center stage, the battle in court tells a very different story. His defense team argues that he's already paid a heavy price, pointing to the time he served and insisting he deserves leniency when sentencing comes. They frame him as a man who has reflected, repented, and is trying to make amends. But prosecutors aren't buying it. In fact, they're pushing for a punishment of at least 11 years behind bars, calling his crimes too serious to overlook. And with both sides locked in this tug of war, the judge now holds the power to decide whether Diddy's words of remorse carry any weight at all. Outside the courtroom, the reaction has been just as explosive. Cassie Ventura, the woman at the center of many of these allegations, has firmly dismissed Diddy's claims of remorse. For her, his words don't erase years of trauma, and she's made it clear that no apology can undo the past. Public opinion has been equally divided. Some see his letter as a genuine confession, while others believe it's nothing more than a last-ditch attempt to win sympathy before sentencing. And as the media runs with every angle of this story, the narrative around Diddy seems to shift daily, painting him either as a fallen icon seeking redemption or as a celebrity finally being held accountable. So what happens next in this high-profile case? Diddy's sentencing hearing is scheduled for the 3rd of October, 2025, when the judge will decide the length of his prison term. While prosecutors are pushing for at least 11 years, the outcome could vary depending on how much weight the court gives to his letter of remorse, his prior conduct, and the time he's already served. One thing is certain, the world will be watching closely, and whatever the decision, it's bound to have a lasting impact on Diddy's legacy, his career, and the public perception of one of hip-hop's biggest icons. Looking beyond the courtroom, what does all this mean for Diddy? His letter reads as a sincere plea for forgiveness, but public opinion remains split. Some see genuine remorse, while others view it as a last-minute attempt to sway the judge. Either way, this case raises bigger questions about celebrity accountability. Even someone as powerful and iconic as Diddy isn't above the law, and his actions, and now his admissions, could leave a permanent mark on his public image. As for the sentence, while prosecutors are pushing for at least 11 years, there's still room for leniency, especially if the court weighs his remorse and prior contributions. Whatever happens, this case will serve as a stark reminder that fame can't shield anyone from facing the consequences of their actions. What do you think? Does Diddy deserve leniency, or should the law take its full course? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you won't miss our next video, where we'll dive into more celebrity news and the latest updates from the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.